Welcome to Soothing Moonlight, your sanctuary of serenity and a realm of relaxation. I am Jasmine Taylor, your guide and narrator for this captivating underwater adventure, Ariel's Tale. As we embark on this enchanting journey, I want to extend a warm welcome to you, our cherished audience. The stars above twinkle in approval, and the tranquil waters below invite us to dive into a world of wonder and dreams. So, make yourself comfortable, whether you're nestled in your favorite chair or lying in bed, and allow the soothing embrace of Soothing Moonlight to surround you. Before we delve into Ariel's mesmerizing tale, let's take a moment to immerse ourselves in the serene ambience of the ocean. Close your eyes gently, take a deep breath, and imagine the calming scent of the sea. As you exhale, release any lingering worries or cares, letting them drift away like leaves on the tide. Picture yourself standing at the water's edge, the moonlight casting a silvery glow on the ocean's surface. The rhythmic melody of the waves kissing the shore fills the air, inviting you to relax and leave behind the cares of the day. Imagine the soft touch of the cool, inviting water as it caresses your toes on the sandy beach. The gentle ebb and flow of the tide beckon you to explore the underwater world, a place of enchantment and beauty. Now, envision yourself descending beneath the waves, surrounded by the vibrant colors of coral reefs and the graceful dance of marine life. You are weightless, embraced by the ocean's gentle currents as you venture deeper into this aquatic wonderland. As we prepare to embark on Ariel's captivating journey, allow the tranquil ambience of the underwater world to envelop you. Let go of the outside world and be present in this moment, ready to immerse yourself in the tale that awaits. Ariel's Tale will transport you to a world where mermaids and sea creatures come to life, where the ocean's secrets are unveiled, and where the power of love and courage knows no bounds. Each chapter will carry you deeper into Ariel's world, allowing you to experience the magic, the challenges, and the enduring love that define her remarkable story. Throughout this narrative, my voice will be your guiding light, leading you through the depths of Ariel's adventures. Let the words paint vivid scenes in your mind, and allow your heart to connect with the characters as if you were swimming alongside them, sharing in their triumphs and discoveries. Our story is more than just words. It is a journey into a world of imagination and wonder, a place where dreams and reality merge beneath the sea. It is an invitation to escape the ordinary and embrace the extraordinary. So, as we dive into Ariel's Tale, remain in this state of relaxation, your heart open to the magic of the underwater world, and your spirit ready to embark on a voyage of discovery. Let the story wash over you like the gentle waves of the ocean, carrying you away to a realm of enchantment and joy. And now, with the moonlight as our guide, let us begin our underwater adventure as we venture into the captivating world of Ariel's Tale, here in the warm and welcoming embrace of Soothing Moonlight. Chapter 1, Under the Sea. Once upon a time, in a magical kingdom beneath the deep blue sea, there lived a beautiful mermaid princess named Ariel. She had long, flowing red hair, sparkling green eyes, and a voice that was as melodious as the ocean waves. Ariel was known far and wide in her underwater kingdom for her kindness and adventurous spirit. She spent her days exploring the vibrant coral reefs, swimming alongside her best friends, Flounder the fish and Sebastian the crab. Together, they uncovered hidden treasures among the shipwrecks that lay scattered across the ocean floor. But above all else, Ariel loved to sing. Her voice had a magical quality that could enchant anyone who heard it. When she sang, the fish would gather around, and the sea creatures would listen in awe. Even the majestic dolphins would leap from the water to catch a glimpse of the mermaid with the angelic voice. The underwater kingdom was a place of wonder and beauty, with colorful coral gardens and shimmering schools of fish that danced like rainbows in the crystal clear waters. Ariel's father, King Triton, ruled this magical realm with a caring heart, and he cherished his daughter's happiness above all else. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Ariel would retreat to her secret spot near the coral castle. There, she would lay on her bed of soft, swaying seaweed and gaze up at the ever-changing patterns of light that filtered through the water's surface. It was her favorite time of day, a time to reflect on her adventures and dream of the world beyond the sea. Tonight, as Ariel watched the moonlight paint silver ripples on the ocean's surface, she felt an unfamiliar sensation stirring within her. It was a feeling of curiosity, of wonder, and of longing. She had heard tales of a world above the water, a world filled with strange creatures and towering ships, a world she could only imagine. Ariel closed her eyes, and for the first time, she had a dream that felt different from all the others. In her dream, she floated up towards the surface, breaking through the water's surface to find herself in a world she had never seen before. The sky stretched endlessly above her, filled with stars that twinkled like diamonds. She watched as a massive ship sailed by, its sails billowing in the gentle breeze. On the deck, humans laughed and danced, their voices carrying across the water. Ariel had never seen anything like it, and as she awoke from her dream, she knew that her longing to explore the world above was stronger than ever. With the first light of dawn, Ariel knew she couldn't keep her curiosity at bay any longer. She swam to the surface, her heart pounding with anticipation. As she peeked her head above the water, she was greeted by the warmth of the sun's first rays. The colors of the sky were breathtaking, with shades of orange and pink that melted into the endless blue. Ariel couldn't help but smile as she took in the beauty of this new world. She felt the warmth of the sun on her skin and the cool breeze ruffling her hair, sensations she had never known beneath the waves. The sand beneath her fingers felt soft and inviting, and she marveled at the sensation of walking on land. For the first time in her life, Ariel was torn between two worlds. She longed to explore the world above the sea, but she couldn't bear to leave her underwater home and her beloved family and friends behind. She knew she needed to find a way to reconcile these conflicting desires. As the day turned to evening and the sun began its descent, Ariel made her way back to the ocean's surface. She looked out at the horizon, where the sun was setting in a blaze of orange and gold. With a heavy heart, she whispered her secret wish to the fading light of the sun. "I want to be part of your world," she said, her voice carrying across the water like a song. And with that wish, Ariel's destiny was set in motion, setting the stage for the adventures and challenges that lay ahead. Chapter 2. A Curious Dream. The days passed in the underwater kingdom, but Ariel's longing for the world above the sea grew stronger with each passing moment. She couldn't help but think about the humans, their ships, and the world beyond the water's surface. One night, as she lay on her bed of swaying seaweed and watched the moonlight dance on the water's surface, something extraordinary happened. Ariel drifted into a deep slumber, and in the realm of dreams, her world was transformed. In her dream, she found herself swimming upwards, propelled by a mysterious force. The water around her grew lighter and brighter as she ascended, and she felt a mixture of excitement and apprehension. As she broke through the surface, she was greeted by a sight she had only glimpsed before in her dream. The night sky stretched above her, adorned with countless stars that glittered like diamonds. Ariel marveled at the beauty of the night, her heart filled with wonder. She could hear faint music in the distance, a melody that tugged at her heartstrings. Ariel followed the sound of the music, her tail gliding effortlessly through the water. She swam closer to the source and was amazed to see a massive ship illuminated by lanterns and filled with humans. They were singing and dancing on the deck, their laughter echoing across the waves. As Ariel watched from the water, she felt a strange longing deep within her. It was a longing to be a part of this world, to dance and sing like the humans, and to explore the unknown. The feeling was so intense that it ached in her heart. As the dream continued, Ariel swam closer to the ship, drawn by the enchanting music and the joy of the humans. She watched as a young prince, with a smile that could rival the sun, took the hand of a beautiful princess, and they twirled gracefully under the moonlight. Ariel felt a deep connection to the prince, even though she had never seen him before. It was as if he were a part of her dream, a piece of a puzzle she didn't yet understand. She watched as the prince and the princess danced, their love and happiness radiating like a beacon in the night. But as the dream began to fade, Ariel felt herself being pulled back beneath the waves. She desperately tried to stay, to hold on to the dream that had captured her heart. But it slipped through her grasp like sand through her fingers. With a start, Ariel awoke in her underwater chamber, her heart pounding with a mixture of joy and sadness. She knew that her dream was a glimpse of a world she had never known, a world that called to her like a siren song. Ariel couldn't shake the feeling that this dream was a sign, a message from the universe itself. She knew she had to find a way to make her dream a reality, to explore the world above the sea and discover the mysteries it held. And so, as the first light of dawn painted the ocean's surface with hues of pink and gold, Ariel made a decision. She would seek out the means to reach the world above, to make her dream come true. Little did she know that her journey would be filled with challenges, but she was determined to follow her heart and find her place in a world beyond her wildest dreams. Chapter 3: The Mysterious Sea Witch. Ariel's newfound determination to explore the world above the sea drove her to seek answers, and the key to her dreams seemed to lie with a mysterious figure she had heard whispers about: Ursula, the Sea Witch. In the underwater kingdom, tales of Ursula were shared with hushed voices and fearful glances. She was known to possess formidable powers, and her lair was said to be hidden in the darkest depths of the ocean, where eerie shadows danced in the black waters. But Ariel's curiosity and longing for the surface world overshadowed any fear. One day, she confided in her closest friends, Flounder and Sebastian, about her plan to visit Ursula. Flounder, the timid but loyal fish, voiced his concerns. "Ariel, I don't think it's a good idea. Ursula is dangerous, and I've heard terrible stories about her." Sebastian, the wise and caring crab, added, "You should reconsider, Ariel. Your father, King Triton, wouldn't approve of such a risky endeavor." But Ariel's heart was resolute, and her desire to see the world above the sea was stronger than any warning. She believed that Ursula might hold the key to making her dreams come true. With a heavy heart, Flounder and Sebastian agreed to accompany Ariel to Ursula's lair, knowing they needed to protect their friend from the sea witch's treacherous ways. As they ventured deeper into the ocean's depths, the water grew colder and the currents more unpredictable. Ariel's heart raced as they approached the foreboding entrance to Ursula's lair, where twisted seaweed and eerie bioluminescent creatures cast eerie shadows. Inside the dark cavern, they found Ursula perched on a grand coral throne, surrounded by murky waters that seemed to swirl with dark magic. She was a colossal and menacing figure, with long, tentacle-like appendages that seemed to move of their own accord. Ursula's lips curled into a sinister smile as she greeted Ariel. "What brings a lovely little mermaid like you to my humble abode?" Her voice was silky and filled with an unsettling charm. Ariel steeled herself and said, "I have a request, Ursula. I want to explore the world above the sea, and I've heard you have the power to grant such wishes." Ursula's eyes glinted with mischief as she examined Ariel. "Ah, the world above, filled with humans and their dreams. I can make your wish come true, my dear, but magic like this comes at a cost." Ariel nodded, determination burning in her eyes. "I'll do whatever it takes. I'm willing to make a trade." Ursula's grin widened, and her tentacles slithered closer to Ariel. "Very well, my dear. I will grant your wish, but in exchange, I require something precious from you, something that you hold dear." Ariel thought for a moment, her mind racing. She finally spoke. "I'll give you my voice, Ursula. In exchange for legs to walk on land and explore the world above, I'll surrender my voice to you." Ursula's eyes gleamed with malevolence. "A wise choice, my dear. You shall have your legs and your chance to explore the surface world. But remember, without your voice, you will be unable to communicate with the humans. You must make one of them fall in love with you and give you their true love's kiss within 3 days. If you fail, your soul will be mine." Ariel agreed to the sinister pact, and Ursula chanted incantations that transformed Ariel's shimmering tail into dainty human legs. The pain was excruciating, but Ariel's determination to see the world above the sea gave her the strength to endure. As Ariel emerged from the water onto the rocky shore, she felt the weight of her silence. She had lost her voice, the very essence of her being. And now she faced an unfamiliar world filled with both wonder and peril. The journey to make her dreams come true had just begun, and little did she know the challenges and adventures that awaited her on the surface. Chapter 4. Life on Land. Ariel stood on the rocky shore, her newly acquired human legs trembling with uncertainty. The sensation of solid ground beneath her was both exhilarating and foreign, and she took cautious steps, feeling the texture of the sand and the warmth of the sun on her skin. As she acclimated to her newfound limbs, Ariel's thoughts turned to the world she had left behind beneath the waves. Her friends, Flounder and Sebastian, were surely worried about her, and her father, King Triton, would be heartbroken to discover her absence. But the allure of the world above the sea was too strong to resist. Just then, Ariel heard the sound of approaching footsteps. She turned to see a young man with tousled brown hair and bright blue eyes walking along the beach. It was Prince Eric, a kind-hearted and adventurous soul who had been sailing the seas in search of adventure. Prince Eric spotted Ariel and rushed to her side, concern etched on his face. He could see that she was in distress, with her wet, disheveled hair and bewildered expression. "Are you all right?" he asked, his voice filled with genuine worry. Ariel nodded, her inability to speak a constant reminder of the bargain she had made with Ursula. She pointed to her throat and shook her head, hoping that Eric would understand that she had lost her voice. Eric, though puzzled, recognized that Ariel needed help. He extended a hand to her, offering to take her to his nearby castle, where she could find shelter and care. With a grateful smile, Ariel took his hand, feeling a sense of trust and connection with this kind stranger. She couldn't have known then that their meeting was destined to change both of their lives forever. At the castle, Eric introduced Ariel to his loyal servants, who provided her with dry clothes, food, and a comfortable room. Ariel was fascinated by the grandeur of the castle, with its towering spires and ornate decorations. She marveled at the human world's customs and quickly adapted to her new surroundings. Over the following days, Ariel and Eric spent more time together. Although Ariel couldn't speak, she found ways to communicate through gestures, expressions, and drawings. Eric was a patient and understanding companion, and the two developed a deep bond as they explored the beauty of the land together. Ariel showed Eric the wonders of the ocean through drawings in the sand, and she introduced him to the colorful marine life she had loved so dearly. They went on long walks by the beach, watched the sunsets, and shared moments of laughter and joy. In return, Eric shared stories of his adventures at sea and the thrill of discovery. Ariel listened with rapt attention, her eyes sparkling with curiosity and wonder. She had found a kindred spirit in Eric, and their connection deepened with each passing day. As the days turned into weeks, Ariel's heart swelled with affection for Eric. She watched him interact with the people of the kingdom, his kindness and humility evident in every action. Ariel knew that she was falling in love with him, and she hoped that he might feel the same way about her. But the shadow of Ursula's dark bargain loomed over Ariel's heart. She knew that time was running out, and she had to find a way to make Eric fall in love with her before the third day ended. She was determined to overcome the obstacles that lay ahead and prove that true love could conquer all. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm, golden glow over the castle, Ariel and Eric stood on the balcony, gazing out at the sea. The moonlight danced on the water's surface, and Ariel's heart ached with the desire to share her true feelings with Eric. She knew that their love story was just beginning, and she hoped that their love would be strong enough to withstand the challenges that awaited them. Chapter 5. Love Blossoms. As the days passed in the grandeur of Prince Eric's castle, Ariel and Eric's connection deepened. They spent their time exploring the beautiful gardens, strolling through the picturesque town, and sharing quiet moments of joy. Ariel's heart swelled with affection for Eric, and she could sense that he felt the same way about her. One sunny morning, Ariel and Eric embarked on an enchanting picnic by the sea. They spread a blanket on the sandy shore, and the ocean breeze carried the scent of blooming flowers and salty waves. Ariel's bright blue eyes sparkled with excitement as she unpacked a basket filled with delicious treats. They shared a feast of ripe fruits, freshly baked bread, and exquisite pastries. Ariel delighted in the flavors and textures of human food, her gestures and expressions revealing her joy. Eric watched her with a warm smile, enchanted by her childlike wonder and enthusiasm. Ariel, in turn, was captivated by Eric's presence. His kindness, bravery, and the way he made her feel like she truly belonged filled her heart with a happiness she had never known. She wanted to tell him how much he meant to her, but the absence of her voice remained a barrier. As they finished their meal, Eric leaned back, his gaze fixed on the azure sky. Ariel followed his gaze, and her heart swelled with longing. She wished she could sing for him, to express her feelings in the way she knew best. But her voice was still trapped by Ursula's spell, a constant reminder of the time ticking away. With a sigh, Ariel reached into the basket and took out a seashell. She held it to her lips and produced a soft, melodious tune. The notes danced through the air, filling the space between them with a beautiful, wordless song. It was a heartfelt expression of her feelings, and she hoped Eric would understand. Eric turned to Ariel, his eyes filled with wonder and appreciation. He reached out and took her hand, his touch gentle and reassuring. Ariel felt her heart skip a beat, and she knew that, even without words, they had formed a deep and unbreakable connection. Days turned into nights, and Ariel and Eric's bond grew stronger. They shared their dreams, their hopes, and their laughter. Ariel watched the world through Eric's eyes, experiencing the land's wonders and the warmth of human companionship. One evening, as they strolled through the castle gardens, Ariel noticed something in the distance. It was a group of musicians and dancers preparing for a grand celebration. The thought of the lively festivities filled Ariel with excitement, and she couldn't help but imagine herself dancing with Eric under the starlit sky. She pointed to the musicians and mimicked dancing with enthusiasm. Eric understood her desire and smiled warmly. "You want to dance, my dear?" he asked, offering his hand. Ariel nodded eagerly, her eyes shining with anticipation. Eric led her to the center of the garden, and as the music began to play, they swayed together in a graceful waltz. Ariel's heart soared as she danced with the man she loved, her eyes locked on his, communicating more than words ever could. Their dance continued long into the night, under the canopy of twinkling stars. Ariel felt as though she were floating on air, carried by the magic of the moment. She knew that her time on land was limited, but she was determined to make the most of every precious moment with Eric. As the final notes of the music faded away, Ariel and Eric found themselves in each other's arms, their hearts beating in perfect harmony. Ariel gazed into Eric's eyes, and in that moment, she knew that she had found her true love. But the shadow of Ursula's looming deadline hung over Ariel, a reminder that their time together was running out. She knew that she had to find a way to make Eric fall in love with her and kiss her before the third day ended, or she would be forced to return to the depths of the sea. leaving her heart and dreams behind. With determination burning in her eyes, Ariel made a silent promise to herself. She would do whatever it took to make Eric realize the depth of her love, to break the spell that bound her voice, and to find a way to be with him forever. Their love story was far from over, and she believed that true love could conquer even the most formidable challenges. Chapter 6. The Countdown. As the days passed, Ariel's love for Eric continued to blossom. They shared countless moments of laughter and affection, and their bond grew stronger with each passing hour. Yet, Ariel knew that their time together was slipping away like sand through an hourglass. Ursula's dark magic had given Ariel 3 days on land, and she had already spent 2 of them. The countdown to her return to the sea was relentless, and the pressure to make Eric fall in love with her and kiss her weighed heavily on her heart. One evening, as Ariel and Eric strolled along the moonlit beach, their footsteps leaving imprints in the wet sand, Ariel couldn't help but feel a sense of urgency. She had to find a way to communicate her love to Eric and make him understand the depth of her feelings. With a heavy heart, Ariel pointed to the setting sun and then to herself, her eyes filled with a mixture of hope and desperation. She wished she could tell Eric that her time was running out, that she needed him to kiss her before the sun set on the 3rd day. Eric looked at her, his brow furrowed in confusion. He understood that she was trying to convey something important, but the message remained elusive. Ariel felt frustration welling up inside her, like a stormy sea threatening to engulf her. They continued to walk in silence, the weight of their unspoken emotions pressing upon them. Ariel wished she could speak, sing, or even shout her love for Eric from the mountaintops, but her voice remained trapped by Ursula's cruel spell. Back at the castle, Ariel lay on her bed, her heart heavy with the knowledge that time was slipping away. Flounder and Sebastian, her loyal friends, had been at her side throughout her journey, offering support and encouragement. But even they couldn't provide the solution to her predicament. Ariel couldn't sleep that night. She gazed out of her window at the moonlit sea, the waves rolling gently onto the shore. She knew that she had to find a way to make Eric realize the depth of her feelings before it was too late. Determined and restless, Ariel decided to take matters into her own hands. She would find a way to communicate with Eric, even without her voice. She gathered seashells and collected colorful stones from the beach, arranging them in intricate patterns and shapes. The next morning, Ariel took Eric to the spot on the beach where she had created her makeshift art gallery. She pointed to the seashell and stone arrangements, using gestures and expressions to convey her emotions. It was a silent plea, a message from her heart to his. Eric looked at the intricate patterns and the beauty of Ariel's creations. He realized that they were not mere decorations, but a form of communication. He watched as Ariel's eyes filled with longing, and a flicker of understanding crossed his face. With a determined look, Ariel pointed to her heart and then to Eric, hoping he would grasp the depth of her feelings. She was willing to do whatever it took to make him understand that she loved him with all her heart. Eric's gaze softened, and he reached out to hold Ariel's hand. He nodded, a smile spreading across his face as he finally understood the message she'd been trying to convey. Ariel's heart soared with relief and happiness. She had found a way to communicate her love to Eric, even without words. Their connection deepened as they spent the day together, sharing moments of tenderness and affection. Ariel knew that she was running out of time, but she believed in the power of their love. With every passing moment, she was one step closer to breaking Ursula's spell and finding her happily ever after. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm, golden glow over the beach, Ariel and Eric stood together, their hearts entwined. They watched as the sky turned shades of pink and orange, a breathtaking backdrop to their love story. The countdown to Ariel's return to the sea continued, but now she had hope and determination on her side. She was ready to face the challenges that lay ahead, to prove that true love could conquer even the darkest magic. Ariel and Eric's love was a force to be reckoned with, and they believed that together they could overcome anything that stood in their way. Chapter 7. Ursula's Trickery. As the final day of Ariel's time on land dawned, her heart was filled with both hope and trepidation. She had successfully conveyed her love to Eric through her seashell and stone arrangements, but the countdown to the deadline imposed by Ursula weighed heavily on her. Ariel and Eric spent the day together, cherishing every moment they had left. They explored the kingdom, laughed, and shared their dreams. Ariel wished with all her heart that Eric would realize his true feelings for her and break the spell that had stolen her voice. As the sun began its descent toward the horizon, Ariel knew that the fate of their love hung in the balance. She needed Eric to kiss her before the sunset on the third day, or she would be forced to return to the depths of the sea, her voice forever lost to Ursula. That evening, Ariel and Eric found themselves on a secluded beach, the waves gently lapping at their feet. The sun painted the sky in shades of orange and gold, casting a warm, romantic glow over the scene. Ariel's heart raced with anticipation, and she gazed into Eric's eyes with all the love she felt but couldn't express. Eric, sensing the gravity of the moment, took Ariel's hand and drew her close. He looked deeply into her eyes, his heart filled with an unspoken understanding. Ariel's eyes shimmered with unshed tears as she leaned in, hoping against hope that Eric would finally kiss her. But just as their lips were about to meet, a sinister laughter echoed through the air. Ariel and Eric turned to see Ursula in her true form, rising from the depths of the ocean. She had been watching their every move, waiting for the opportune moment to intervene. Ursula's tentacles snaked out and ensnared Ariel, pulling her away from Eric's embrace. Ariel's heart sank as she realized that Ursula's treacherous plan was unfolding before her eyes. "Time's up, my dear," Ursula sneered, her voice dripping with malice. "You failed to make your prince fall in love with you and kiss you before the sunset on the third day. Now, your soul is mine." Ariel struggled against Ursula's grip, her eyes filled with desperation. She couldn't bear the thought of losing Eric and returning to the sea without her voice. She knew that she had to fight with all her might to break free from Ursula's grasp. Eric, his heart filled with love and determination, rushed forward to rescue Ariel. He reached out to grasp her hand, but the powerful magic of Ursula's tentacles proved too strong. Ursula cackled with with glee as she tightened her grip on Ariel. But just as all hope seemed lost, a flash of light erupted from the ocean depths, and King Triton, Ariel's father, appeared before them. His trident crackled with energy as he confronted Ursula. "You will not take my daughter's soul, Ursula," King Triton thundered, his voice commanding and powerful. Ursula and King Triton engaged in a fierce battle of magic, their powers clashing in a dazzling display of light and energy. Ariel watched with bated breath, her heart torn between her love for Eric and her loyalty to her father. With a final burst of energy, King Triton's trident overcame Ursula's dark magic, sending her spiraling into the depths of the ocean, defeated and powerless. Ariel was released from her grasp, and she fell into Eric's arms. With Ursula's spell broken, Ariel's voice returned to her, and she uttered Eric's name with a joyous cry. She could finally express her love and gratitude to the man who had captured her heart. Overwhelmed by emotion, Eric leaned in and kissed Ariel, sealing their love with a tender and passionate kiss. As their lips met, a brilliant burst of light enveloped them, and Ariel's transformation into a human was complete. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm, golden glow over the beach. Ariel and Eric stood together, their love stronger than ever. The obstacles they had faced had only served to strengthen their bond. King Triton, filled with pride and love for his daughter, smiled and gave his blessing to their union. Ariel and Eric's love story had overcome the darkest of challenges, and they knew that their happiness was now boundless. As the night sky filled with stars, Ariel and Eric danced on the beach, their hearts entwined, their love a beacon of hope and triumph. The world was theirs to explore together, and they knew that their love would light the way, guiding them through the adventures and dreams that lay ahead. Chapter 8, A New Beginning. With Ursula's defeat and Ariel's transformation into a human, a sense of joy and relief washed over the lovers. The beach, where they had faced their greatest challenge, was now the backdrop for their newfound happiness. Ariel and Eric danced beneath the starlit sky, their hearts filled with love and gratitude. As they twirled and laughed in each other's arms, Ariel's voice rang out in melodious laughter, a sound that brought joy to their hearts. Eric marveled at the beauty of her voice, having never heard such a captivating sound before. Ariel was overwhelmed with emotion as she embraced her father, King Triton. Their reunion was filled with tears of joy, and King Triton's eyes shone with pride and love for his daughter. He had witnessed Ariel's courage and determination, and he knew that she had found true happiness. The kingdom celebrated Ariel's return with a grand feast, and the underwater world lit up with colorful coral displays and dancing fish. Ariel's friends, Flounder and Sebastian, joined in the festivities, their hearts filled with happiness for their beloved friend. Ariel's transformation into a human was not without its challenges, but she embraced her new life with determination and grace. Eric's servants taught her the ways of the human world, from using utensils to understanding human customs. She marveled at the simple joys of walking on two legs, feeling the warmth of the sun on her skin, and being able to communicate freely with those she loved. Ariel's love for the ocean and its creatures remained strong, and she often returned to the sea to visit her underwater friends. She shared her adventures on land with them, and they rejoiced in her happiness. Eric, too, was captivated by Ariel's spirit and zest for life. He admired her courage and curiosity, and together they explored the world above and below the sea. They rode horses along the shore, sailed the open seas, and even ventured into underwater caves, where Ariel's knowledge of the ocean's mysteries proved invaluable. As the months passed, Ariel and Eric's love deepened, and they knew they were meant to be together. King Triton gave his blessing to their union, and a grand wedding was planned, uniting the worlds of land and sea. The wedding day arrived, and the kingdom was filled with excitement and anticipation. Ariel's friends from the ocean joined her on land, bringing with them the magic and wonder of the underwater world. The ceremony was a celebration of love and unity, and Ariel and Eric exchanged vows of everlasting devotion. Underneath a vibrant sunset sky, Ariel and Eric sealed their love with a kiss that held the power to break any curse and fulfill their dreams. The world rejoiced in their love, and their story became a legend of hope and perseverance. Ariel and Eric's life together was filled with adventure and happiness. They ruled the kingdom with wisdom and compassion, and their love continued to inspire all who knew them. Ariel's voice, once stolen by darkness, now filled the world with the sweetest of melodies, a reminder that love and courage could conquer any obstacle. And as they gazed out at the horizon, hand in hand, Ariel and Eric knew that their love story was just the beginning of a lifetime filled with dreams and love beyond measure. The world was theirs to explore, and together they would write a story of enduring love, one that would be remembered for generations to come. Chapter 9: Exploring New Horizons. Ariel and Eric's life together was a vibrant tapestry of love and adventure. As the rulers of their kingdom, they continued to lead with wisdom and compassion, bringing prosperity and joy to their people. Their days were filled with shared experiences, from ruling the kingdom to exploring the vast world beyond their borders. They rode horses through lush forests, sailed across the open seas, and ventured to distant lands, always seeking new horizons and embracing the wonders of the world. One of their favorite pastimes was to visit different coastal villages, where Ariel's fascination with the human world and Eric's sense of adventure came together. They would mingle with the locals, learning about different cultures, tasting exotic foods, and enjoying the simple pleasures of life. Ariel's voice, once silenced by Ursula's dark magic, now enchanted all who heard it. She sang with a joy and passion that seemed to resonate with the very essence of the world, and her melodies were known far and wide. Her voice was a source of inspiration, bringing hope and happiness to all who heard it. Eric, too, reveled in the world's beauty, and he shared his love for the sea with Ariel. Together, they explored underwater caves and coral reefs, encountering breathtaking marine life. Ariel's friends from the ocean, Flounder and Sebastian, often joined them on these underwater adventures, creating a bond between the worlds of land and sea. As the years passed, Ariel and Eric's love only deepened. They faced challenges together, supported each other's dreams, and celebrated the joys of life. Their marriage was a beacon of love and unity, and their kingdom thrived under their leadership. One of the greatest joys of their life together was the birth of their children, a reflection of their love and commitment to each other. their children grew, nurturing their curiosity and encouraging them to embrace the world's wonders. Ariel often told her children stories of her underwater adventures and the magic of the ocean, instilling in them a deep appreciation for the beauty and diversity of the sea. Eric, too, shared tales of his maritime adventures, inspiring their children to explore and protect the world's oceans. Their family was a reflection of their enduring love, and Ariel and Eric cherished every moment spent with their children. They knew that their love story had created a legacy of love, courage, and unity that would continue to inspire future generations. As they stood on the shore, watching the sun dip below the horizon, Ariel and Eric reflected on their journey. They knew that their love had overcome incredible challenges, and they were grateful for the life they had built together. With a smile, Ariel turned to Eric and whispered, "Our love story is a testament to the power of love and the beauty of two worlds coming together." Eric squeezed her hand and replied, "And our adventures are far from over, my love. We have a lifetime of exploration and love ahead of us." As they walked hand in hand into the twilight, Ariel and Eric knew that their love would continue to light their way, guiding them through the endless possibilities of their future together. Their love story had no end, only new beginnings, and they embraced each day with open hearts, ready to face the world's wonders together, forever and always. Chapter 10, A Love That Endures. Ariel and Eric's love story continued to flourish, a testament to the enduring power of their love and the unity of their two worlds. Their life together was filled with laughter, adventure, and a deep sense of purpose. As time passed, their kingdom prospered under their wise and compassionate rule. They worked tirelessly to ensure the well-being of their people and the preservation of their natural surroundings. Ariel's deep connection to the sea inspired initiatives to protect the ocean's fragile ecosystems, while Eric's leadership on land brought prosperity and harmony to their kingdom. Their children, born of their love, grew into strong and compassionate individuals. Each child inherited their parents' sense of wonder and curiosity, and they carried forward the legacy of their parents' love and commitment to both the land and the sea. Ariel's enchanting voice continued to captivate all who heard it, and she used her gift to spread messages of hope, unity, and environmental conservation. Her music became a source of inspiration, igniting a global movement to protect the world's oceans and the creatures that called them home. Eric, too, used his influence to advocate for responsible stewardship of the environment. He worked tirelessly to create policies that promoted sustainability and conservation, leaving a lasting legacy for future generations. Together, Ariel and Eric embarked on a mission to bridge the gap between the worlds of land and sea, fostering greater understanding and cooperation. They hosted international summits and gatherings, bringing together leaders from both realms to address the challenges facing their planet. Their love story served as an example to all, reminding the world that love, unity, and a shared vision could overcome even the most daunting of obstacles. Ariel and Eric's kingdom became a beacon of hope and a model of harmonious coexistence. As they grew older, Ariel and Eric found solace in the simple pleasures of life. They enjoyed peaceful walks along the beach, watching the sunset and reminiscing about their early days together. Their love had endured the test of time, growing stronger with each passing year. One evening, as they stood on the shore, hand in hand, Ariel turned to Eric with a smile and said, "Our love story has been filled with challenges and adventures, but it has always been a beautiful journey." Eric nodded, his eyes filled with love. "And it's a journey I wouldn't trade for anything in the world. Our love has brought us so much happiness and purpose." As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm, golden glow over the water, Ariel and Eric shared a tender kiss, a kiss that symbolized a lifetime of love, unity, and unwavering commitment. Their love story had come full circle, from a mermaid princess longing for a life on land to a love that had transcended the boundaries of their worlds. Ariel and Eric knew that their love would endure for all eternity, a love that had not only changed their lives, but had also touched the hearts of countless others. Hand in hand, they walked into the twilight, their love shining like a guiding star in the night sky. Their journey was far from over, and they looked forward to each new day with hearts full of love, hope, and the promise of a future filled with endless possibilities. And so, the love story of Ariel and Eric continued, a testament to the enduring power of love, unity, and the belief that together they could conquer any challenge and create a world filled with love, harmony, and boundless dreams. As our underwater adventure draws to a close, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for tuning in tonight to Soothing Moonlight and our enchanting journey with Ariel's tale. It has been a pleasure guiding you through this tranquil narrative, and I hope it has brought you a sense of relaxation, peace, and wonder. May this video serve as a source of solace and tranquility, helping you find the relaxation, sleep, and meditation you seek. Your presence and support are deeply appreciated, and we look forward to welcoming you back to Soothing Moonlight for more soothing stories and serene moments in the future. Until then, may your dreams be as magical as the world beneath the waves, and may you find the serenity you deserve. Thank you, and good night.